welcome back to my channel. So today we're gonna go through a makeup tutorial, chit chat through moment, where I'm gonna be vulnerable about my life, about selling the house, what happened, where I'm at in life right now, certain decisions and aha moments. And yeah, if you want to see how I achieved this makeup look and keep you up to date with my life in case you cared, like friends, and maybe you get inspired and to see what makeup products I used to achieve this makeup look, which are, you know what, drugstore, very affordable, then make sure you keep on watching. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel and click the like button if you enjoyed this chit chat through video, because I'm very vulnerable and I'm actually thinking now that I overshared, but it is what it is. Make sure you keep on watching. We're just going with a flowing journey. Oh, this just blends in. Can you guys see how beautiful it blended? Done. This healing journey I've been on for the past 6, 7, 8, 9, almost a year actually. I feel like I wanted to tell you guys more, and then when I realized what I wanted to say, I realized there is already a video on it. When I was in France, I was talking about the same situation of me working too much, of me having to take action, of me having to change my ways. And I realized I haven't really done that. You know, it's so funny because now I know more. Now I'm healing more than ever. Now I'm taking more action than ever. But, and there is a big but, I'm still not taking the required action when it comes to what I truly need to take action on, because and I'm gonna call it, you know, how it is. I don't have the guts, not the guts, the balls to take this action, because I'm talking to you like this, you know, I look so weird. Because it doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense in what way? Logically, it doesn't make sense. I don't know why all of a sudden, always lately, my logical mind is taking over. And can you guys see how beautiful this blended? I do understand. Look, when you start this healing journey, you will usually start healing, and it's like an onion. You're peeling an onion and there's layers to it, and there's layers and layers and layers, and things might come up continuously because it's showing you that they need to be healed and they need to be let go of for your greater good. But this does not mean it's easy, not in my regards. Especially, it's a journey. Things come up and you continuously, like you peel an onion again. See, the same thing, like onion. I am peeling the onion and it's, you know, just not wanting to work together on this thing. We are on full moon and it's a very important time, also with eclipse and so on and so forth. So I understand why all this is happening, you know? Having to go through it all sometimes, you know. Again, I know the theory, and I think many people in this thing, you know, theta healing, whatever practitioner, because I'm doing this on the side now as well, they forget to mention to people that we are also humans, the practitioners, and we're also working with our own traumas and our own limiting beliefs and our own moments where we need to get the courage to work on ourselves, and even when it doesn't necessarily make sense to a logical mind, if that makes sense. Let me look cute, right? That I have been having to work on. I realized I'm also holding myself back when it comes to having to show myself, to tell people what I'm actually doing on the side and how people can contact me. And unless it's word of mouth, there is no way people can know what I'm actually doing, and that they can book with me and we can work together, so on and so forth, just because of my visibility blocks, to be honest. This is a big thing that I realize many people have it. Many people are scared to be seen. This can be from various reasons, such as, people commenting a lot, criticizing you a lot, but also because this could have been created in your childhood, when you were seen and maybe you were yelled at because it was seen you did a mistake, so then you felt more secure to feel like it's not safe for you to be seen, so then you will minimize yourself. And not being seen, it's the best thing that can happen for you, for your safety. Well, this worked great for you when you were young because it kept you safe. Otherwise you wouldn't have been able to program this. I put so much. Anyways, to program this and to have this program, because if it didn't help you, but at the same time, you also, if at this, like as a mature person, for example, for me, right now it's not serving me to hide and to not talk about what I'm doing and to not let people know how they can access me, because I'm doing a great disservice, not just for myself, but for them, because I'm really good at what I'm doing. Funnily enough, that is a funny thing. I'm really good at what I'm doing, and then I'm still not willing to show myself. And that's not okay, because at the end of the day, also, if God gave you a gift, it's not up to you to hide it, because you need to use your gifts. Does that make sense? Am I like too spiritual in this video? But yeah. While going to so many courses and trying to find myself and trying to find peace with having to take action and working on myself, so on and so forth, I also realize many people are awakening. And this is a beautiful, beautiful thing. Like for me, it's really, really beautiful to see people awakening and taking action upon it. But I realized, because you find people from all ages, and I realized that you can also be, wasting your time because you're scared, or you can take action. Which one will you do? There was a woman, I went last week, I think. Yeah. Last week I went to constellation. I don't know how you call that in English, but anyways, it's like, as a woman, she was 73 years old. And she's been through a lot health-wise in the past 2 years. And she came there because she wanted to understand what's going on, why all of a sudden she started manifesting these types of health issues, because she wants to live. She wants to live. And for me, that's, such a beautiful thing, because I feel like we are blessed, the young people, with time, right? Like, of course, we don't know how long we're gonna live and so on and so forth, but we have time. We are blessed with this. Burrito, this one, in shade 21 light beige. I realized we're not grateful enough when it comes to life, and we don't really live enough, myself included. Like, when I say we, I mean me. And I know there's many people, because I've been working with people that have the same issues. And then I realized, like, you know what, we make so many excuses, myself included, as to why we don't have the dream life, and we blame it on many things, because we're great at blaming it. Our mind is great at doing that, at putting excuses to keeping us safe, because that's what our mind does. It's not meant to make you happy, it's meant to keep you in survival mode. It's our responsibility to teach it, to allow us to live a happy life instead of always focusing on the negative and what we could have, what we could possibly face that is negative. Knowing how do we do this? By building up the confidence in ourselves that whatever happens, we're taken care of and we can handle it. Easier said than done, I know, trust me, I'm on the same path. I just realized one of the greatest things we have is this: time. Time is not money, time to enjoy life. And I feel like the system is made in such a way that we are pushed to believe that there is more important things than time, but time is passing anyways. Do you know what I mean? Do you get what I mean? It's deep, and maybe not everyone will get what I mean, but I hope it makes sense. That's the issue with the society and our programmings, and it served us well, but until when? Until when? Is it, like, for example, for myself, until when am I gonna hold myself in this situation where I hold myself stuck just because it doesn't make sense to my logical mind what I need to be doing forward and how I will be achieving this? In callback blush, that's the idea. We are holding ourselves back, thinking that when I will have that car, when I will have that career, when I will have that so on and so forth, I will be so happy, life will be so much easier, life, I don't know what, and I'm bringing it higher. You can see, and I'm here to tell you that might not be true, speaking from experience. Because we sold the house, and I thought it's gonna be such a happy moment, a moment where it's gonna be like a release and so on and so forth. And because we didn't live in it, and it was far, and it was not any longer, what we wanted for us, and we didn't want to pay for it because it stayed 1.5 years, like nobody living in it, and we were paying the bills and so on and so forth, because you cannot leave a house just like this, and it didn't make sense for us to keep doing this. Anyways, moving forward, we get to sell the house. I'm not going to enter the details. That I had to learn a lot from, I'm just putting a lot from the people I had to deal with, because they made it a bit difficult for me, but not, how can I say, now looking back, I understand that I needed to learn from them, that they were looking, of course, for their interest, and it was up to me to put the boundary, to say stop. That's where it ends. Like, we are, I don't owe you anything. You gotta learn the hard way, this one. I had to learn, because I have an issue with old people. If they're older than me, like, my mom's age, my parents' age, I will have this respect, but I still need to learn. I needed to learn to put the healthy boundary up and say that's it, cost any longer, and this is how it's gonna be. I had to learn the hard way, I guess, but I did. Yeah, all the dreams I made, like, oh my god, once I am done, I will be so happy, it will make things so much easier, and so on and so forth. The deal we got with the bank was awful, and that's all my mistake, because we rushed so much before the things with whatever came, crisis and economic crisis, and people would still say that we're not there yet, but we are, and it's gonna get worse, I think. I don't know, I'm not a financial analyst, but just from my experience, bank took advantage. Yeah, this bank is fucked up. I need to go to a lawyer after I'm coming back to Romania, and I chill a bit to just see what I can do, because they took too much advantage, and that's not okay. And yeah, there is many things when it comes to the banks that, to be honest, like, we took, at that time we thought it's smart of us to take a credit mortgage. It wasn't. I still say this, I would never do this again. And if you have that, and if you're smart about how you took your mortgage, go for it. Kudos to you. I'm not. It was giving me so much anxiety, and I wouldn't do this again. I said it. I know I shouldn't program myself like this, but I'm still at this moment in time pretty sure I wouldn't do it again, because it gives me, whatever I do, it gives me too much anxiety. Anyways, learned a lot from that, and I wasn't happy, and I'm still going through emotions. And yeah, so be careful what you wish for, and don't think that when you manifest that, it's just, you know, it's gonna bring you everything you ever dreamt of. That's an inward work. And I'm sorry if you hear my husband snoring. Yes, my husband is snoring. He's sick, so I will let him. I will not wake him up.